Hello Brickery fans to another review, and today I'm reviewing Gali Master Water, which is set 70786. It comes with 87 pieces, and the recommended ages for this set is 7 through 14. So let's go ahead and look at the box, and then go to the figure right now. So this is your front of the box. Of course, it shows Gali, it shows all the aspects and other types of stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go to the front of, or the back of the box. You can pause this video if you want, just look at the front of the box, but let's go ahead and look at the back. So this is the back of the box, obviously, and it shows a comic book or a action adventure, let's just say down here. It shows the combination models over here on the side. It shows Gali, and it shows all the stuff that you can do with her. It shows the actual size of the golden mask. Yeah, that's about the actual size, but yeah. So this is the back of the box. Let's go ahead and look at the figure right now. So this is the actual, or the first Master of Water that LEGO has made. Or, well, I don't want to get into any history, but this is Gali, the Master of Water, right here that you get in the set. Obviously, it has a nice color scheme. That's what I want to point out first. Let's go ahead and, well, the pros, obviously, but I'm going into the pros right now. The color scheme. The color scheme is gunmetal, gray, light blue. It looks a little bit dark blue on the camera. Well, at least to me. I don't know about to you guys, but it basically also has some gunmetal silver, I guess, or gray, and it has some yellow, which and translucent light blue too, which is a pretty good color scheme for a figure like this, which I like it actually. Her build is quite interesting. Her build kind of reminded me a little bit of Omega Tahoos, or the Tahoe set that we got this year, which is nice. And obviously her gearbox is built differently, I'll get from that. But that's, I guess, another pro. Well, sort of a pro, but most people might see it as a con, but yeah. She's kind of built like Omega Tahoe in a way, which is kind of bad, but in my opinion it's good because it's quite similar. Also, these shoulder pad things kind of remind me, yes, I know you guys don't play, most of you aren't Nintendo fans who watch my YouTube channel, but remind me of Samus Aran's Zero Suit armor in a way. Well, whatever, but yeah, from Metroid Prime. So yeah. And also, just look at that torso printing. The torso printing, in my opinion, is good. It doesn't look like scribbles or anything else to me, basically, that are like that. It has some yellow curve kind of thing that kind of circles around, which is kind of hard to explain. It also has some shiny, I guess I'll say light blue as well, shining through it, and some, whatever these are called, but yeah. And the torso piece is dark gray, but printed with this type of printing. I don't know how to explain it, but yes. Obviously, the torso printing is good. And if we move down, obviously, she uses a Hero Factory torso, which I guess I'll say is a pro, since it makes her look a little bit more feminine, I guess, in a way. And then if we go down, just standard legs, normal CCBS shell pieces. Then if we go down some more, the legs are a little bit more unique. I kind of like these sticking out of her legs. It's not that bad in a way, and it doesn't distract anything else from the figure. It actually makes her seem like she can go underwater, and it looks like these can be used as some sort of weapon in a way. Have no idea for that reason, but yeah. And then if we go to the arms, obviously let's just look at this side of the figure. It actually is kind of interesting. She kind of has, obviously I explained about the shoulder pad pieces, but her arms are a little bit simple, but are fine. To me, at least, they're fine. So you have a trans white or light blue CCBS small shell piece right here. And then if you keep on going down, it has a medium-sized CCBS shell piece right here, and then her hand, which is very, I guess I'll say, feminine-like, I guess, since that's what they're trying to go to, since Gali is a female. Has always been a female since the original run of Bionicle, which was in 2001, so yeah. That's basically it about the figure's model. I have no cons for this figure. Most people might be like, why? Well, just because how unique her build is. Yes, like I said, it might be similar to Omega Tayu's, but it kind of drifts away from it. I guess I'll say I do have one con, which is the axe. Obviously, when you do the gear function, it's kind of hard to make it say it's a little bit wobbly and heavy. It kind of brings it down a little bit more easier. I think it's because of these pieces, which I'll get to later. And yeah, this is a big axe. I think it's bigger than Axon's axe from 2006, which it might be, it might not. I don't have that figure, but I have its Kanohi mask, but that's basically it. But before we go on to the weapon, let's go ahead and look, or in the gear function, let's go ahead and look at the Kanohi mask of the set right now. So this is Gali's Kanohi mask, or mask, which is the mask of water, or originally the Kanohi Cow. And I have to say, this mask is pretty good, and it's very, very, very reminiscent of the Nuva version, but it's kind of slimmed down and kind of smaller and a little bit more, has more edges to it, and it just brings back a lot to that version of the Kanohi mask. But I have the original version right here. Obviously, the original version is a little bit bigger. This is courtesy of my older brother. Obviously, he gave me this mask. But this one translucent. This one is just a solid light blue color. Not like this one, which is a solid translucent, normal blue color, I guess I'll say. And I can see a lot of things have been transferred over to this mask, which would be the kind of triangle circle breather piece, which I guess it's round, but in this one, the goggle parts, which is right over here, which is kind of different, and maybe even this thing, I don't know what's called, but it transferred over to the mask as well. So yeah, that's basically it, and obviously different attachments. But yeah, if I had the Nuva mask, it does remind me of the Nuva mask. Just go ahead and type out, I guess, a Cow Nuva and try and compare it to this mask, because it looks a lot like it in my opinion. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the golden mask now. So this is the golden mask that you get in the set, which is just a repainted version that's painted, I guess, pearl gold. And this, for the mask, usually it's the same mold, so yeah, nothing to worry about. But let's go ahead and look at the Skull Spider too. You basically get a generic, I guess I'll say, silver, kind of gunmetal gray, and the camera looks like that, but Skull Spider. And yeah, obviously we know how this thing attaches to it, or to a Toa, or to any type of figure with the new G2 sets, so yeah. So yes, this is just the Skull Spider you get in the set. So yeah, let's attach onto Gali and see how she looks with this on. Sorry for the pose that she is in, but this is how she looks with the Skull Spider mask. Kind of looks like a little bit weird, I guess I'll say, and, well, obviously, but possessed, I guess, but fits well with the color scheme of the figure, since I mentioned it earlier in this video, which is fine, actually. I kind of like it. Now let's go ahead and see her with her golden mask on. So this is how she looks with a golden mask on. Not much. It kind of fits, I guess, the yellow with her torso and all, but that's how she looks with the golden mask. No pros, no cons with it. It just looks fine to me. So yes. Now let's go ahead and see the weapon that Gali uses in the set and see what it can do right now. So we have Gali. So you're wondering, what does she do with the weapon in this set? Well, let's just take these two apart. This right here can change to the front, obviously. And these become flippers. All that you do is, well, it's already set for you, just unattach these and put it onto the back of, I guess, the figure, and then have her stand on these like this, a little bit different than Liwa, I guess I'll say. So yeah, just, well, it's a little bit backward, but I think it goes on the other foot. I'll put these on and I'll be right back. So I have her flippers on her feet. They look very different, but I guess I'll have a con for this. they don't look sturdy, and obviously in the packaging, as you see right here, there's none of these pin pieces connected to it. Obviously in the instruction booklet, it shows that, so yeah. That is a little bit disappointing, but to me, it's not that bad. I actually like it, so it's fine, but she's just a little bit unstable in a way. So yeah. And sorry if the lighting got a little bit darker, I guess. I'll say the natural light has kind of stopped in a way, since, well, I don't want to explain it, but yeah. So, let's go ahead to my final thoughts on this figure and finish this review. So, this is my final thoughts on this figure. It's fine. Obviously, I don't want to give it a bad grading, since I love the build, and the build was fun, actually. Gali was fun to make, and I like her style of build that they use for her, with the new building system for Bionicle, which is a CCBS system. I think the only thing that they need to improve on with Gali would probably be maybe the weapon. The weapon is a little bit too heavy. And yes, I didn't get into the gear function, but the gear function is fine actually with this. But obviously, when you're holding it with the axe with the fins on it, it obviously tilts down and you would need to push it back up, usually, which is fine, but it's not a big issue. I basically would say that this figure is okay. My rating for it, I'm just going to give 1 point off of it, since it's an amazing figure. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The reason why I'll give it a 9 out of 10 is because it just needs a little bit more of a, the weapon, basically. The weapon is basically the issue for this figure. Hopefully next year that they get that fixed for the next set that's coming out. So yeah. And Gali is a fine figure. I have no issue with her being how she is right now. Just the weapon. So yeah. And I like her style of mask. I like how her legs are built and her arms. And also how she has these cool looking shoulder pads that are quite similar to the Omega Tahu ones. So yeah, nothing that bad. So yeah, that's basically it that I have on this figure. It's not a bad one. I recommend you to pick it up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And if you stay till the end, comment TBR if you stay till the end. Just so I know. Since most people haven't stayed till the end of my videos. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys later. Make sure to subscribe. Which also, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I think I mentioned that in a couple of my other videos. But yeah. And subscribe for your benefit, because I'm going to do a stop motion series soon. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this review. And see you guys later. Bye!